Well, hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. And I think there are quite a few of you. My subscriber count jumped a little bit this week, and so I'm wondering if I maybe missed a mention somewhere. I know that Fever Dreams mentioned me in her most recent video, and I know that Stitches by Shelby mentioned me in her Instagram stories in the past week or so. But those are the only ones I'm aware of. So if you're here from somewhere else, could you let me know? Because I think I might have missed something. Or it was just that interesting. I know whip parades tend to get more viewers. Anyway, because I personally find that a good place to start too, to see if I like someone's projects that they're working on and think I might like their style. But yeah, so anyway, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Carrie. I just got back from a 7-hour drive back from my dad's house, so I'm tired and it probably will be kind of foggy tonight. Might be a little bit more disjointed than usual. I'm not sure if the attention hound will turn up seeking her due or not, because she tends to be tired on these nights too, and the last I saw her she was conked out, so I don't know, we'll see. But I have quite a bit for you. I had some extra stitchy time this week, so I actually got more done than I usually do. I have some haul, which is going to include an unboxing. My box for the Black Needle Society Night Garden Retreat arrived. This could be a very interesting unboxing because, as I said, I was gone all weekend. We apparently got the same monsoon rain here that we got up where I was. So this box is wet. So I'm really hoping that the contents are okay, because Friday morning before I left, I checked to see when it was supposed to arrive so that I could call a friend to come pick it up if I needed to. And it was still in Kansas City, Missouri. And I'm like, okay, fine. So it won't be here till Monday. That's cool. And it arrived on Saturday. And since I didn't check my email until Sunday morning, I didn't know that. And so by then it was too late, and it sat out in the rain the whole time. So your guess will be as good as mine what we find in there. It may or may not be a good thing. So yeah, I've got quite a bit of haul and a little bit of plans. I have quite a bit to say about reading, watching, listening to this week, and a tiny bit of life update. I will go into this more in the life update, but just as a reminder, next week there will be no Flosstube video from me. Starting in July, I'm going to experiment with a bi-weekly or fortnightly, for those of my friends in the UK, posting schedule rather than the weekly schedule, because I'm falling behind in my own viewing, and I just want to make it easier for other people, especially as my videos creep longer and longer and longer. I don't want it to feel like a burden to try and keep up with me. So yeah, so start next week, no video. The week after will be a video, and then the same thing, 2 weeks off, or every 2 weeks. Yeah, like I said, I'm a little out of it right now. I have a list. I don't know if it's going to be useful or not. I did talk about that. So okay, I guess it's already been a little bit useful. We'll go ahead and jump right into whips. Like I said, I found a few extra hours to stitch this week, and I'm kind of feeling like Oprah right now. You get a page finish, and you get a page finish, and you get a page finish. I have 3 page finishes for you, right? I'm so excited. Things are actually coming together. But I'm not going to talk about those right away. You're going to see the littler ones first. So the first one, the poor guy that is just not getting very much love, which is weird because it is the one I want to work on, is We Do Disney. The last time you saw it, it was right here. And I got in another 100 or so stitches, a little bit more than 100 stitches. So again, it came in with the lowest number of stitches, and here's where I am now. So you can see I finished Matata, and I don't know if you can see this. I can't see it on my watch, but you might be able to see it just because the picture will be a little bit bigger. I did put in some brown here that is showing up really well when you see it in person. That's supposed to be the start of worries, because for Lion King I had chosen the gold and the brown. So I'm a little disturbed that you can't see that at all. Oh yeah, you can see it. There it is. Okay. My watch has a really tiny screen, and I'm trying to see if everything is centered, and sometimes I can't always see what's going on. So here it is. Again, not terribly exciting, but something had to get not a lot of work done, and I think unfortunately it's going to be this for a while, and as I talk more about the other whips I'm working on, you'll see why. Next up is one of my mania starts from this year, one of the smalls, and this is Words to Live by Part 9. Today is a good day to have a great day. And then the last time you saw this was on my whip parade last week, and here's what it looked like. And it came up, it fit a magical stitches prompt this week. I had to stitch on something with a river, and this is what the first thing that I thought of. Because new rule, accepting the stitch along that I am waiting to start with my friend, the cooking nerd, which is the Cozy Cafe Frosted Pumpkin Cozy Cafe 2021 stitch along. I'm trying to institute a rule for myself. Keyword being trying. I've met me. I know how I am about starting projects. Ideally, I would like to finish 2 projects before I start one. I don't know if that's going to happen, because I find excuses to start new things. But that's what I'd like to try for, barring that one, that start I already have planned, of course. So we'll see. Because yeah, going through the whip parade last week, I have a lot of fun stuff that doesn't get nearly enough love. But anyway, after all that babbling, here is where I am right now. So I've got a few hundred stitches left on this, and it'll be done. It's a small, so it wasn't very big to begin with, but literally I just have to finish filling in the rest of To Hava and then Good Day, and then I have to do the borders, which is, that alone is going to be 150 plus stitches. So like I said, it's another few hundred stitches left. But another prompt or 2 for magical stitches will finish it. Or a focused few hours on a day that I just don't feel like anything else has to be a priority. And then that'll be 2 squares of my quilt done and ready to go. Next up is the first one of my page finishes. Well, I guess technically I don't know if it's a page finish or not. It's a section finish because this is Grimm's Fairy Tales, which was released in 2020 as a stitch along. And so I finished one of the month's sections. So each one was printed on a separate page. So it's a page finish. It's a page finish. So if you remember the last time I showed it to you, this is where I was. And this came up, this is my oldest whip, so now that I've got it out, I will probably use it for magical stitches a lot more, because not only is this my penalty whip because it's my oldest whip, but it also, because there's just so much going on it, it tends to be one that fits a lot of the prompts anyways. So yeah, it'll probably, in a perfect world, I would alternate working on Grimm's Fairy Tales and We Do Disney one day versus the other, and both of them would get a roughly equal amount of love through the course of a week. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think that Grimm's is going to get more love, and here's where it is right now with Hansel and Gretel finally finished. Here is the whole thing. And then here is Hansel and Gretel, and that B is actually the start of Rapunzel. So I've already got to start on the next square, or the next section, which was April. Now Hansel and Gretel marked, I have 6 out of the 12 months done. So this is now officially halfway done. Might actually get it done by Christmas. Next up has been my second priority piece, which is the Christmas gift that gets the most stitches every week, and that is the Mandala Cinderella. And the last time that I showed it to you last week, here is where it was. And I got a page finish in on this one too, a page finish and then some, so I'm well into pages 2 and 4 are small. They're actually only like maybe a half page total. But I've got a decent start into page 2. And here is what I have. So you can see I've gotten, this is pretty much, I think there's 2 more rows to get to the very bottom, the furthest south, I guess, part of this one. And then obviously right here. So literally this is all that has to be done to finish page 2. That'll put me at 50% done. I'm well over 30% done right now. Yeah, this one is on track to finish on time. Although I am about 170 stitches behind on this one right now. Because the last few days I have been working on the one that you're about to see, because it was the furthest from a page finish and I wanted to get it there. So yeah, the last 2 days I haven't gotten in the 102 required stitches on this one, so I'm going to be playing catch up the next few days, which is fine because my other priority piece that I have a page finish on, I am way ahead of, and I'll go ahead and show it to you right now. So this is Deal Struck. This is my massive full coverage, 202,418 stitches. And I finally finished the pretty much all black page. So the last time you saw it, here's where it was. And I just decided to buckle down and finish it because it was going really fast. And it was really easy. When I was going up north this weekend, all I took was Cinderella and Deal Struck, and I took the 3865 Winter White that is the majority of the outline in Cinderella, and then I took 310. So I only had to take 2 colors of floss. I took the 310 for Deal Struck, and one of the only things I have downloaded on my laptop right now is Black Butler Book of Murder. So that was pretty much all I was able to watch this week because my laptop is so overfull of stuff. Because my nephews used up all of my mobile hotspot. So that was pretty much all I was able to watch. And I worked on Black Butler while watching Black Butler. And here's where I am. Ta-da! I have a page finished. Look at all that beautiful, that nice, beautiful black rectangle. So, 1 page down, 27 to go. This is putting me just under 5% complete. So excited. So excited and so depressed at the same time, as this one always leaves me. So yeah, now I'll be going into the working on page 2 in the matter that I was working before, which is all of this is still black. So I'll do some color and then some black and then some color and then some black. And I think what I'm going to do once I have all of this black filled in is I'm just going to keep working on the black that would go to the bottom of the Q-snap. So a little bit of page 8 and 9, the black that would be down there. So we'll do 100 stitches of that and then come back to the color on the hand. So yeah, not terribly exciting in that it's all of the works that you're seeing from me on pretty much a regular basis, because these are the 4 or 5 that are in regular rotation. But exciting in that I have page finishes, like real appreciable actual progress on 3 of them. And 2 of them, the light is at the end of the tunnel for before, actually 3 of them, because I would say that the Tiny Modernist piece also is not very far away from being done. So 3 of them that there's a real shot that they will be done by the end of the year. And then I can move on to other things. Oh, you are gonna come say hi. Hey. So for those of you who have never met her, this is Lexi. She usually pops in and makes her presence known. Some weeks more than others. Last week, she actually tackled me, caught me at just the right angle and pushed me over. Some weeks she can't decide where she wants to lay down. Most weeks she's sticking her nose somewhere against my body. That kind of looks embarrassing. Or sitting here like this, or causing trouble. This is just the way she is. So, plans, future plans. I'm going to keep working on those 4. The next few days, Cinderella is going to be a priority over Deal Struck until I get caught up, because I put in like 1,000 stitches on Deal Struck in the last 3 or 4 days, so it's definitely ahead of where it needs to be. So Cinderella is going to be priority until I catch up those extra 135 stitches or whatever that I'm missing. Then it'll be back to the regular priority, Deal Struck, Cinderella, and then alternating between Grimm's and We Do Disney, with any time that is left devoted to trying to catch up on or keep up on stitch-alongs and clear out some of those smalls so that I can get my whip pile down to a manageable level. What? She's tired and out of it too, so I'm actually impressed that she even came in here, because the last time we did the drive and then afterwards she slept in the craft room the whole time and didn't come out. Much to everyone's disappointment except mine, I'm sure. Yeah, that's good. You sleep right there. So haul. I have a lot of haul. Mostly because a few weeks ago I forgot some of my haul. And then, as I said, I'm going to, right here in front of you, for better or for worse, unbox my Night Garden Black Needle Society retreat. Which, by the way, super excited about the fact I got off the wait list. My first regular subscription box for Black Needle Society is going to be September. Yay! Yeah, excited about that. So before and after that, since I guess I live relatively close and get that box relatively fast, I will put a black screen before and after so that you know that it's spoilers, and if you want to skip it, you can. First, let me see if I mixed anything else I want to talk about on whips and plans. Oh yeah, the other thing is I joined Crystal Academy. I just got assigned to a team this weekend while I was out of town. I'm on Red Phoenix, so I don't know much more about it than that. I have to go in and designate my whips and look at everything and figure out what I'm doing and all that jazz. So I haven't figured it out yet, but I'll probably start talking about that as well. And now on to haul. The first one, and again a mild spoiler because I live relatively close and so I get it relatively close, is my fabric of the month from Be Stitch Me. I'm in the Mix Ada 16 count club. So this month is a color, and here we go again. Crafty Rogue Gamer, you wanted this. Are you done? All right. Again, fabric of the month from Be Stitch Me, the Color Club. And if you don't have yours yet and you don't want to see, look away for a second. This is Neptune. I think it's a little less gray than it's coming up, at least what it looks like to me on my watch. But yeah, very pretty, smoky blue. I likes it. Although I am thinking about taking a break from my fabrics of the month, or switching my Be Stitch Me fabric of the month over to a neutral or to an even weave, because I have so much colored Ada that I'm not using yet. I don't know. I think I need to accumulate more neutrals though. Next up, minor thing, and I'm splitting these with my friend the Cooking Nerd. I got the beads for the Frosted Pumpkin Cozy Cafe Stitch Along. So we have champagne, and I don't know if you can see these at all. Oh, there we go, I got rid of some of the glare. And I think this is Antique Ginger. Charcoal. And Mardi Gras Red. Which those are kind of fun in that they're matte, and I'm used to most of my glass beads having a shine to them, so it's kind of fun. And of course, I wasn't going to get just beads from 123 Stitch. I'm paying a flat rate shipping. I might as well get some more fun stuff. So I got a few patterns. And the first one I got was from Hands On Design. I think this came released for National Needlework. Maybe not. I don't know. It's a recent release. It's a 2021 release, and this is Resting Beach Face. Looks like it'll be a fun, quick little stitch. It's a yeah, it's 61 by 65, so it's not very big at all. And then I got my first Nora Corvette / Mirabilia. And it's not a very big one. I'm gonna start kind of small, but I saw this and I couldn't resist. It is from their Zodiac Girls series, and it is my star sign, which is Aries. And of course, why you reflect ring light? But anyway, yeah, so there's Aries. And I'm not ready to start it yet, but I saw it and I loved it. And then Memphis Sarah E pulled out Moonflower, which is on one of my wish lists, which is on my wish list for 123 Stitch, and I almost got, and now I feel like I should have gotten that one instead. And I have, like everyone else, I have FOMO. And I've got about 15 Mirabilias, Nora Corbett's that I want to get. And I'm probably just going to be weak and get them all eventually. So next up, be right back. Okay, I have a few more patterns that I got, and they are digital. So I'm going to try my best to show them to you on my tablet. Pretty much just the Etsy postings for them. The first one is that I bought this week, was from Night Spirit Studios, and this is the 3 of Crafts. I just love this one. I think it's gorgeous. And it was total impulse buy, but I had to have it. So there we are, Night Spirit Studios 3 of Crafts. And then the rest of these are actually not new haul this week. They are haul that I got 2 weeks ago that I forgot to talk about last week. And that was Oh My Stitches shop had another sale. And I actually caught on this time and was able to get a bunch of the ones that I have had on my wish list forever. So the first one I got 5. And this one is totally me. A large group of people is called a no thanks. What doesn't kill you gives you a set of unhealthy coping mechanisms and a dark sense of humor. I always joke about my job that with my new sense of humor, I'm unemployable elsewhere. Because it's kind of dark. You inspire my inner serial killer. This is my special team at work. This is our motto. So I joke that I'm going to stitch it and hang it outside the lab that we all work in. I'm fine, it's fine, everything is fine. We're always saying that. It's fine, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's okay, it's fine. So I'm just going to throw that up one day and wait till somebody notices it. And then the last one is not snarky or grumpy, but still very much me. But first, tea. So those are the ones that I got last week and forgot to share. And I'm really happy with all of them. Okay, so here we go. The last bit of haul is my unboxing for Black Needle Society. Again, this is they've sent out a lot in the last few weeks, so this is not frogworts. This is not the July stitching box, Pirate Life stitching box. This is the July retreat. The theme this year is the Night Garden. And cross your fingers with me that nothing got damaged by sitting out in the rain for a few days. Well, a day, because it was delivered yesterday, so. So here we go, here's the list. I'll kind of check it as I go to make sure that I know what I'm talking about. First up, and I'm probably not going to be able to edit out all of the crinkles here because I'm going to be talking while I'm going. Apologies in advance if you don't like crinkles. The Black Needle Society scissor scarf. That's pretty, and it's very soft. I like it. I don't wear scarves as much as I think I should. Retreat in a Box exclusive needle minder. Oh, look at that. It's a little moth. Let's see if I can get it close enough for you to see it. I like it. I'm going to stop and turn the ring light back on because I just realized that I didn't turn it back on after using my tablet. Okay, let's try this again. This is the Moth Needle Minder. Specialty floss. This is the Saver Life Thread Pack by the Gentle Arts and Weeks Dye Works. So these are the colors that we'll be using for the pattern. And I love them already. So first up is Evergreen. Oh, this one is pretty. This is Punchberry. tea rose. Flax, which I actually think I have for another project, so I'll have plenty of that one. Old hickory. Forest glade. Linen. This is Weeks Dye Works, these last two. The rest of them were Gentle Art. And Twilight, I really like this one too. So yeah, all together, these are the colors for the pattern. And they're all so pretty. Like it. This is a grow at home plant kit. It's got the little moth on it also, and this will help you grow a forget-me-not. And I'm going to read this one. So it says, feeling inspired to start your own garden? Use this kit to get a head start on a forget-me-not plant whose blooms remind us of tiny stars. Here's the fabric for the project, which is by Picture This Plus. So this is French Lilac from Picture This Plus. It's a lovely deep, deep purple. Next up is a stamped snail necklace made by Wick Wish Candle Company. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this because it's embossed on there. But there is a little snail embossed on the front of that. And I don't, oh there, I think you can see it. Cute. I think this is supposed to be a slow start 3-inch square. This is a measuring tool that's used to find the ideal, like you put this on the corner of your fabric, and then you'd start here, and that would be 3 inches in, 3 inches in and 3 inches down. I guess I center start almost everything, so I don't know. And this is the poor thing that feels like I don't know if I'll use this anyway because this is damp. So I think this is going to be deformed by being wet, which makes me sad. But so far it's the only thing. So far so good. This is a gold Ort planter bag. It says it can be used to cover any temporary plant pots, or you can use it to hold your orts while you're stitching. Oh, this I love. This is the project bag that goes with this kit, and it again is that night garden moth. It's just gorgeous. And in the corners there's a little mushroom and a snail. And just some of the detailing on this is gorgeous. I love it. So pretty. Love it, love it. All right, so this is the finishing kit for the project. And actually, what you're going to find out in a second is that there are 2 projects. So this is by Lady Dot Creates, and it includes the instructions for both projects. And then one of them is to make a pin cushion, and they even include the pins. So, woohoo, so cool. All right, I was a little concerned because I felt some water, but I think it was just on the outside. So this is by Lady Dot. All kinds of fun stuff. And then we got not one, but two patterns. This one is a bonus pattern, Moonrise Snail, and this is the one that the finishing is to make a pin cushion. So there's Moonrise Snail. And then the main one for the retreat is Savor Life. It says Savor Life and All Its Magic. And it's got the moth on it. And this one will be finished into a bag, which I just love. So woohoo, there it is. I'm so excited. I'm thrilled. It's my first ever actual box from Black Needle Society of any kind. So I'm excited to have my first Black Needle Society box. I'm excited for the retreat. That's coming up in a couple weekends. I think it's the 13th or the 15th. And then the weekend after that is 24 hours of cross stitch. So I should get a lot done this month, even though I'm going to be out of town for 5 days starting next week. All right, so let's see if I've missed anything I wanted to talk about up to this point. Nope, it looks like I've gotten everything. So if you're just here for stitching, if you're just here for stitching and haul, if you're just here for stitching, you're probably already gone. But if you were here for stitching and haul and you don't care to hear the life updates and pop culture media discussion and whatnot, then this is where I leave you. And I hope you all have a great week and that you come back next time. And thank you so much for watching. As I still move my stuff around. And if you're here for the rest of the stuff, well, let's have a chat. Life update, not a whole lot to report. It's been kind of a busy yet boring time. Like it's the same stuff as normal. Oh, one exciting thing that happened. If you've been following me for any amount of time and you followed Sebastian, my work on Sebastian, the friend that is for was a technician at my job. And this past week they were promoted to analyst. And the additional fun thing about that is, guess who's helping train the new analysts? So I am really excited to work with, they were one of two people that got promoted. And so I'm very excited to be working with them both and to get a chance to work more closely with them. So that's fun. Yeah, other than that, oh, I took Lexi on a walk. We went out with another friend to a rather large park near here. Did not outrun the storm that was coming in, so we all got really wet, much to Lexi's dismay. She hates rain, hates it. And we were stuck outside with nowhere to go. So she was not a happy camper with me. But yeah, we walked for about 1.5 miles. I'm hoping to get into that some more and kind of like get some more exercise on my knees and get my strength built back up a little bit faster. So that was a lot of fun. Just got back from my dad's house. We had the nephews overnight. Always a fun adventure. It was pouring the whole time. Pouring. So we did not get to go outside and do anything. And half the fun of growing up in the country and growing up on a farm is that you get to go out and do stuff in the summer. And we didn't get to. We stayed in and we played Uno and we put together a puzzle, and we watched a movie. So we got some stuff done. Like I said, we streamed almost a whole season of Avatar: The Last Airbender on my mobile hotspot. So I have 0 left for the rest of the month. But it's fine. They had fun. And I had kind of an adventure for my dad for his birthday and for Father's Day. For Christmas, I get him a gift. But for his birthday and for Father's Day, for the amount that I would spend on him and the headache that it is trying to figure out what he wants, because he never knows what he wants. A few years ago, I decided that instead I let him pick, and I'll cook and stuff when I go up there, but usually like we eat whatever's in the fridge, and Friday night is pizza night, and Saturday night we go out to Dairy Queen. And so we have a set routine when I go up to visit him. But when we have Father's Day and his birthday, I cook for him. Like I ask him what he wants, because I have a lot of my mom's old recipes that he doesn't know how to make. So I'll ask him what he wants, and I'll bring up my trusty purple notebook that has all of my mom's recipes in it, and we'll cook. Well, this time he asked me for spare ribs. And I know how to make my mom's barbecue sauce, but heck if I've ever made spare ribs. Ever. Never. So it was an adventure. We made them in the oven. I Googled how to make spare ribs. I think I undercooked them a little bit, but they turned out pretty good. And what he really wanted was that taste of my mom's barbecue sauce. And I got it right. Nailed it. So, was so proud of myself. So yeah, that was that. This week coming up, I'm leaving to go. It's a lot of driving these 2 weeks. I am headed off to see my other brother and sister-in-law in North Carolina, and my niece and nephew. And I'm going to be over there for the 4th of July weekend, Independence Day here in the United States. So, yeah, I haven't seen them since before Christmas, so I'm excited for that. I think that's about it for life updates, which was quite a bit for saying I didn't have any. So, reading, watching, listening to. I actually completed quite a bit this week. First of all, I am staying up to date on Loki. Loving it. It's so great. I don't want to talk about it too much because of the risk of spoilers, but yeah, if you want to talk about it, sneak into the comments, DM me on Instagram, whatever you want to do. I'll talk. I have opinions, and that's with a capital O. And as I'm watching that, I'm going back and trying to watch some of the stuff that I've missed. So right now I'm working my way through. I'll watch the episode of Loki, and then I'll watch an episode of WandaVision. So I just finished the first 3 episodes of WandaVision as well. I think I liked it better than a lot of people that I've heard, largely because I knew what the payout is. Like, I knew where things would be going, because you can't go for too terribly long without being spoiled on a lot of this stuff, even if you try. And I don't particularly try, because it doesn't really diminish my enjoyment to know what the twist is, for the most part. So yeah, I'm working my way through those 2. I finished Castlevania. Was very good. I really enjoyed. The last 2 seasons were great. The first 2 I wasn't too sure of. The last 2 were excellent. I really enjoyed it. I don't know any of the mythology because I was never a huge gamer. So other than recognizing the fact that Castlevania was a video game, which apparently it was a series of video games, shows you how much I know, I didn't really know anything about it. But I enjoyed it nonetheless. I finished The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. It was excellent. I loved the ending. Yeah, I loved the ending. I don't really know what more to say about that. And I started and finished all in one weekend because feels like I'd read something else. I did. Oh, I missed a whole book. I started and finished 2 books this weekend. The first one is Lace and Lies. It's the 7th book in the Vampire Knitting Club series, which is one of my favorite little cozy mystery. It's about a witch that owns a knitting shop in Oxford, England. And there's a nest of vampires that lives under the floor in the back room of the shop. And they all knit. And every Wednesday night they come up and they knit in the back room and they have a vampire knitting club. And it's it's as ridiculously cheesy cozy as it sounds, but it's also quite good. And I'm getting invested in the characters. So I have book 8 on hold at the library. I'm 3rd in line, so we'll see how that works. And then I started and finished Moon Called by Patricia Briggs, which is the first book in the Mercy Thompson series. And that's got a lot of paranormal in it too. Paranormal was one of the bonus categories for Magical Stitches this month, so I was aiming for those. And my dance teacher, Nerd Twin, recommended this series to me, and he hit a home run with this one. I really enjoyed the first book. It's got vampires and witches and werewolves and shapeshifters and fae. It's largely focused on werewolves, but other supernatural beings come in and out. And I greatly enjoyed the first book, and I actually have the second book downloaded. That'll be my Drive to North Carolina book. I'm having issues with my library, and it's getting frustrating. I logged in one day because I was like, it seems like this book should be due back. And I logged on to discover that, yeah, it was due back 2 weeks before. So I'm not getting any of my notifications for due dates. And then I put a book on hold. As my great trip around the city to all the bookstores, I made a list of some books that sounded interesting, and actually put one of them on hold at the library. Found out while I was in Michigan on Saturday that it had come in and the hold expired on Saturday. So I have to re-request the hold because it's been returned. Fortunately, my library has gone to 0 fines because I would have had a lot of fines. But I'm not getting notifications. I'm not getting notifications for holds. I'm not getting notifications for due back. Like nothing. And it's getting frustrating. So I need to start remembering to go into my account frequently to check things because I'm not going to get those reminders anymore, I guess. And the other big one, July 9th, Black Widow comes out. Really excited. My friend and I are going to see it on July 11th. So when I film my Flosstube that night, which will be my first Flosstube in July, because remember, none next week, I will be fresh off the movie. So I will be super excited and trying really hard not to give anyone any spoilers, but I can't wait. I can't wait. I've been waiting for this movie for so long. So yeah, I think that is finally it. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off, go edit this. I still have to get in my stitching today for summer stitching. And I don't really have anything else to say there. So I'll just go ahead and sign off. I hope you have a great 2 weeks rather than a great week. I hope everybody, if you're in the United States, that you have a safe and healthy 4th of July weekend. And everybody stay safe, stay healthy. See you next time. Bye.